Welcome to One Big Boat, We're All in This Together, a show focused on people and organizations whose work is making a true difference in people's lives. Today, we welcome aboard Britney Gengel of Be Like Brit. She's on board explaining how her daughter's hope of building an orphanage in Haiti went from dream to reality. That's next on One Big Boat, We're All in This Together.
Thank you for joining us. So tell us how this all started.
15 years ago, my daughter Britney, who was 19 at the time, was at Lynn University going to school in Florida. She was there as a communications major. She wanted to help people. Then come her sophomore year, she had the opportunity to go to Haiti to help the poorest of the poor with Lynn University and Food for the Poor. And it was called the Journey of Hope. So 12 students and 2 professors from Lynn University were going to go over to Haiti. And they arrived Monday, January 11th, and that Monday and Tuesday, they went to an all-girls orphanage, they went to a handicap orphanage, they went to Cité Soleil, which is one of the worst slums in the Western Hemisphere. And Britney fell in love with the country. I was very fortunate to be able to speak to her, a text message and an email she sent, and she just really fell in love with Haiti, the people. But honestly, she was devastated by the poverty that she was seeing, something that she didn't experience here in the States. You know, people walking around without clothes, kids not eating every day, no infrastructure so that they were going to the bathroom on the side of the road. And it broke her heart. And she sent me a text message that said, they love us so much and everyone is so happy. They love what they have and they work so hard to get nowhere, yet they're all so appreciative. I want to move here and start an orphanage myself. And 3 hours after I received that text message, Haiti had a 7.0 earthquake where over 300,000 people were killed instantly. And we didn't know if Britney was one of them. And so our family waited and we were hoping to hear some news. So that was Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we received a phone call from Lynn University that said, hey, we found them all. All the students and professors come down to Florida tonight and you'll have her. And at our home, we had tons of family and friends and local news stations and national news with us. And it was just this great celebratory atmosphere. So we jumped on a plane, went down to Florida, and we couldn't wait to go to the school. We were going to get Britney. And when we arrived, it was not a happy atmosphere. The president of the college had pulled us into the office, and it was me, Brit's dad, Len, and our 2 boys, Bernie and Richie. And he pulled us into the office and said, I'm sorry, we have bad intelligence. We don't have Britney. And it was like I was sucker punched. The air was just taken out of me. And to look at my boys and see their expressions, and we're trying to figure out, what does that mean? You don't have her right now. And so there were 3 other students and 2 professors along with Britney that they didn't have. 8 were coming home that night. And so the other families, we all stayed at Lynn University or in the Boca area for the next week, literally trying to do everything we possibly could to try to find our girls, get them home safely. We just knew that it was just, they couldn't get to them yet, and that, you know, there was no way that they were not going to be coming home. And so we waited, and then Britney's birthday was coming up January 21st, and we didn't want to really be down there. Time was going on. We were getting mixed messages and things like that. We weren't sure how things were going because there weren't a lot of positive stories coming out of Haiti at that time. So we flew home. And we waited, and our family waited, and for 33 days, we waited. And then on that 33rd day, which was Valentine's Day, we received a phone call from the State Department that they found Britney's body, and she was in fact one of those that passed away in the Haiti earthquake. And so her last text, her last wish, is really our family's mission now, and that's what we continue to do, is honor Britney and her last wish.
And when did you go to that? When you got the phone call, did you say, okay, we're going to do this, or? Honestly,
no. I mean, 15 years later, we don't know how when this started. Really what happened is that we have seen how amazing people are during your time of need. When we were in Florida, no one even imagined that Britney, like, you never think it's going to happen to you, like that your daughter isn't coming home. That doesn't happen. And so people knew, like, oh, she wanted to build an orphanage. So then all of a sudden, people started sending us money. And we're like, they wanted us to build Brit's orphanage. And we're like, oh, well, we're going to start building Brit's orphanage. And then when she finishes school at Lynn University, however it's going to work, but you can't really think about it. And it just kind of happened. I can't say that we ended up sitting down while Britney was missing. Okay, now we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. It really, for me, we are a family of strong faith. It's a lot of divine intervention on this that we know has helped us on this journey. But really, it is the support of amazing people that were like, we want you to build Brit's orphanage. And Brit's dad was a home builder in Central Mass for over 30 years. And I really feel that that was an extreme gift for him because he could use his talents and his passion for building and really was spearheaded the entire operation. But to think what we're doing now to when we started then, we couldn't have imagined what we were doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's so much that we're going to get into about what you're doing now and what you want to be doing. But a local reporter down here at the time, Susan Warnick, who's done a lot of work with you guys, I remember she tells a story that Len says, yeah, we're going to build an orphanage. And she said, oh, that's great. Rolling her eyes in the back of,
Right.
saying,
Yep.
no way. And it's building an orphanage in America is not easy, let alone materials. From what I understand, beginning process, some of the materials didn't make it
Yep.
to the orphanage.
So I think, and this is just for us, this is just how we handled it. I think that for our totally broken hearts, to put all of our energy into that, I know that's what Len did. I know that's what I did. But we also had two boys. Our boys Bernie was 17 at the time. Richie was 14. And for us, we needed to continue and we needed to go on. But I think Len was not going to not build that home. And when you have amazing people like Len, but as an amazing job that he would do, you can't do it alone. And so when you have people calling you, hi, I know how to do concrete. I'll come and do the concrete for you. I can do, Granite City Electric's going to do the electric with us. And then all of a sudden, all these people that you're thinking, what? And that's how it got done. But it was definitely spearheaded by Len, but as a dad with a broken heart and as a mom with a broken heart. I think that's how it got done, because to not do something really wasn't an option for us.
Yeah.
We just didn't think about it. It was just, okay, we're going to do it.
Yeah. And there's probably a whole podcast we can do on how you found the land, how you got Haiti to agree to it, all of that. But what was your mission? So your mission is to build this orphanage, but is it just a house, kids? Because I've been there. It's an amazing place. The kids are incredible. But what did you think? Okay, we're going to build this orphanage, and then what? What are these kids going to do? That kind of thing.
Well, that's ever evolving on that as well. I mean, first, this started out about Britney, right? Like for us to help heal our hearts, it was about Britney. And even though it will always be about Britney, it's so much more than about Brit now. It is about the children. It's about our team down in Haiti, our extended family, our community in Grand Guave, Haiti, is why we do that. But that wasn't the main goal. The main goal was, okay, we're going to help children. That's what Brit wanted. But it evolved because while Len was building Brit's home, people were showing up every day trying to give them their children. And I always say it's not because they didn't love them, because they did love them. They knew that at Brit's home, we were going to have 3 meals a day. They were going to have access to clean water. They were going to have a bed, infrastructure, and an education. And when the grandmother who's taking care of her grandchild, she can't afford to feed that child, it's not because she doesn't love them. She just wants more for that child. And so that's what we started out with, is just like, let's try to open as many doors, give these children opportunities that they might not otherwise have. And that's really how it started. And it has evolved since then. And, we started out with 33 girls and 33 boys, representing the 33 days that Brit was missing. We call that the first generation of leaders in Haiti, because that really is our mission, was to raise generation of leaders in Haiti. We want to help Haiti from within. And now we're on the second generation. We have all these little ones, 10 new little ones coming in, and we'll be bringing more in as well. And we hope to, we can't take on all of Haiti, but we're trying to do our little part and do what we can.
Coming up,
they are resilient. They want more for their families. They're hardworking. They'll do anything. They're nurturing. They take care of one another.
learn how the staff make Be Like Brit a truly magical place.
of the things that people misrepresent or they don't get right about Haiti is there's a lot of political unrest. It's not a safe country to go to now. And you think of that, that's the stigma. But when you go to Haiti, the people are absolutely amazing.
Right. I couldn't agree with you more because people, if they want to get involved with us or go to Haiti, they only see what's on TV, and it's such a small percentage. I mean, it isn't safe to go to Haiti right now. I can't say that it is. But what those few represent is not what the people and the amazing team that we have in Haiti. They are resilient. They want more for their families. They're hardworking. They'll do anything. They're nurturing. They take care of one another. I mean, in Haiti, what happens a lot of the time is they don't have a welfare system. So if you don't have a job, the 70% unemployment, that means you don't have money for food. There's no, food banks or things like that. You depend on your neighbors and things like that. And so people really take care of one another in Haiti, and it's a beautiful culture. And if anything that I would want people to know is that Haiti really is the people of Haiti are beautiful.
Yeah, and it can be a beautiful country.
Yes.
And that's what I think, if you go there, makes it even more heartbreaking.
Right. Because they're not, and it's like in any country, right, that you'll have these things, but most people want to work. They want to take care of themselves, their families, and be part and contribute. But most people are really just trying to survive the day right now. And for Be Like Brit, we just want to provide a little bit more than that and give them, again, more opportunities for our kids. We have over 100 employees in Haiti, and we pay our employees. And people are like, well, of course you would pay your employees. Well, not everyone pays their employees in Haiti. That's not a norm. And so for us, then our over 100 staff gets to feed their families. They can send their children to school if they want. They're buying locally in the market. And so the economy hopefully is growing just a little bit just from BLB.
Yeah. And so why now are people getting involved with you? Because when somebody passes in a tragic way, there's a lot of outpouring.
Mm-hmm.
10 years, 15 years. There are people that really didn't know the whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? So why are people joining you now?
I don't know. I just hope that, I think like for us, we need to continue and people like you and what you do for us, and you're sharing our story, the more just because Haiti isn't in the news all the time doesn't mean that people aren't suffering there. And so for us, our work needs to continue. It's like so many other nonprofits and people helping people. Just because you're not front and center doesn't mean the work doesn't need to be continued. And for us, we need to continue our work. And I know I said it earlier, it started out being about Brit. I mean, and selfishly, I love talking about her all the time because she was a hot ticket and she loved life and she was fun and all those great things about her. But yet, when I go down there, I literally remember the first moment when I was flying into Haiti. It was like an elephant was on my chest. It was so heavy. I literally couldn't breathe. But then when I landed, and to this day, when I am with my family in Haiti, I get it. Like, I get why she fell in love with Haiti and wanted to help Haiti. And for us, that's, this is a lifelong commitment. Our family is committed for the rest of our lives. We're not going anywhere. Her brother, Bernie, is the Haiti director. He lives in Haiti most of the time. And to see, we talk about the second generation, like for Bernie to take over is and he's fallen in love with the kids just as much. And I do tell a story about him all the time. The kids, our first generation were getting older and the teenagers, and he wanted to start bringing in younger ones. He said, Mom, you have no idea what it's like to have teenagers. And I'm like, you know what, Bern? I do. I do know what it's like to have teenagers. And he just wanted that, those giggles and things like that. And so for us, I'd love for not to have to work in Haiti, and that everyone had a job, and that, people were eating every day. But, still to this day, they're not eating every day. And we need to make a change and awareness. Yes, for Be Like Brit, but really for all of Haiti. We want to continue to put Haiti in the spotlight.
But this isn't just about housing and taking care of kids until they age out. You're teaching them life skills. I think getting the internet at BLB was a huge thing. You can start teaching kids cybersecurity. You can start, so what things are going on? So when these people do come out, you say we're making leaders.
Right.
What is it?
And so we started our own school, Brit's Academy, back in 2016. We started with a handful of children And then we expanded in 2019. And when we can take kids from the community, we do that. So we say they're getting a first world education in a third world country. They have access to computers and to the internet. We have Starlink. My son, Bernie, he's just the computer guy, and he just knows all that stuff and speaks a different language. But it's really important for the children. They're learning English as a second or possibly even a third language. And it's not to make them American children. It's not to change who they are, but it's if they can speak English, and which is like a global language, but then they can work from Haiti from within. I mean, if anything positive COVID came out is that they can work remotely, like people work remotely. So if they can work in Haiti, make US dollars and help Haiti from within, how amazing is that? And then literally just this week, our 4 girls that just took the national exam, they're going to be graduating and going off to college this fall. I mean, that's just awesome. And for kids that aren't going to college, because not all kids are going to college, even here in the States, we're trying trade schools and helping each child individually be who they can be.
Yeah, there's also a health clinic there at BLB.
We do. We have a health clinic, and that takes care of our children and our staff, and when we're able to the community. But before COVID, we had people that would go to Haiti all the time. We called them Brittionaries, all about Brit. And we had over 1,800 people that have come to Brit's home. And unfortunately, everything still is on pause because of COVID and then the unrest. And we pray that someday we can start going back there. But we want to be able to do more in the community to help, because our kids know how lucky they are in Haiti, and their families. A lot of our kids want to work so that they can actually give their extended family money so that they can eat, not so they can go on a big vacation, so that they can eat. And so we want to tell them how important their education is, and then getting a job, and it will go on and on.
So how do you raise money here?
We have a sponsorship program, a child sponsor child. We have events here, and then just really sharing our story with anyone that'll listen to us. Yeah, and so we don't receive any major funding from the state or federal or anything like that. It's really a grassroots effort on everything that we do.
Didn't you do a walk or a run on Thanksgiving?
We do, yeah.
Those kind of things.
Right. So we have coming up now. We have actually 20 runners in the Falmouth Road Race on Sunday. We'll have a casino night in October. We have well over 1,200 runners do a Thanksgiving run Thanksgiving morning, and there's always something going on. And it's really my social life too. So I like having these things.
Combine everything.
Yeah, it really is. But people are wonderful, and we're humbled that here we are almost 15 years later and people are still showing up. And I hope that people know that it's Brit's name on there, it's our family name on there, and that our commitment to Haiti. And when people get involved with us, they know when they're donating their time, they're donating their funds, this is where it's going to. And that's really important to us as a family.
Yeah, where is it going? Where does it go 5 years from now when we're looking at 20th anniversary or something like that?
Yeah.
How do you want to see it grow?
It's so hard because we want to do it all, right? We want to do it all, but if we could, expand our school into, more into the community, do more community things. Before COVID, someone had donated funds. We have a piece of property that we wanted to build a community center in Haiti, and so we have the land, and that hopefully that community center will be built, and that what that does is create more jobs, more opportunities for people, not just our children, but really in where we live. Then probably more housing, and our older kids, if they could come back and then be part of Brit's home and be the leaders there, and showing them that what can happen when you stay with us, and then when you get an education and really just share their what they've learned being at BLB. Anything
I'm missing? Anything? I mean, there's a ton more we can talk about. But what do you want to leave people with? How do they find you? How do they get involved?
They can go to our website, belikebrit.org. We're on all social media. And if they're ever in the Worcester area, they can come by my office. I can give them a tour and show them around there. And really just know that when people get involved with us, whether it's volunteering or donating or sharing our story on any social media or through you, that, this is a family and it's very personal to us. And that, we're trying our best to do everything the best that we can, but we're always learning. And we want to hear from people if they have suggestions or, maybe opinions on things. We want to know that. But belikebrit.org. And when they say, if you want to, it says contact us, well, I'm us. So if people write in something, I will respond and answer you right away.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. So thank you.
One Big Boat is a production of Last Minute Productions Incorporated. This episode was produced by Jay Dobeck. Ethan Gallo was the sound engineer. Jim Johnston and Scott Wyman provided production support and editing. And Joanne Pallotta was the production coordinator.